This YCN segment is brought to you by M.J. Harrington and Company, jewelers and designers since 1948.
Let's hear it for your Lebanon Raiders!
This game played at Lebanon High School was expected to be a tight battle. Both teams were trying to start off the season with a win to get a leg up in New Hampshire's tough Division III. To begin the game, the Tigers kicked off to Lebanon senior Ryan Sullivan. Ryan made a nice move around a number of Tiger defenders and scampered all the way to Newport's 25-yard line for a big 54-yard return. Lebanon then stuck to the ground, and eventually junior Wade Rainey ran in for a 1-yard touchdown to put the Raiders up 7-0 with the extra point. During the rest of the first quarter, both offenses struggled to move the ball as defense ruled the first 12 minutes. Eventually, though, in the second quarter, Newport managed to use a combination of passes from quarterback Joey Ackerman and runs from Joshua Sharon to tie things up. Sharon took a perfect handoff from Ackerman and ran in 11 yards through contact for the touchdown. With about 2.5 minutes remaining in the half, Lebanon took over on their own 38-yard line. The Raiders continued to use Wade Rainey's legs as he picked up big yards on the ground. Quarterback John Williman also made multiple completions. Eventually, though, because of penalties, Lebanon found themselves on Newport's 45-yard line with just 5 seconds left. Williman dropped back and made a nice throw to freshman Jackson Stone, who managed to stay in bounds and scored a shocker to put the Raiders ahead by 7 going into the break. Newport had possession to begin the third quarter, but after a couple of first downs, they were forced to punt. Lebanon's freshman Jackson Stone caught and returned the ball 75 yards for the special teams touchdown, as the Raiders were now up 21-7. On the Tigers' following drive, Wade Rainey managed to pick off Newport's Ackerman for the interception. Lebanon only had to go 15 yards to add another 6 points, and that's exactly what they did. Rainey eventually ran in a 4-yard touchdown to extend the lead. The rest of the game was all Lebanon, as the Raiders went on to score 3 more touchdowns. Another was scored on a big 60-yard run by Rainey, while Ryan Sullivan added his own touchdown on a 48-yard run. By the time the clock had run out, Lebanon had won with a final score of 47-7. Running back Wade Rainey led all players with 107 rushing yards and 3 touchdowns, while quarterback John Williman went 4 for 10 through the air with 106 yards and 1 touchdown. After the game, we spoke with both Rainey and Williman to get their thoughts on the win.
Just all week, Coach told us that Newport, they petitioned up. They were coming up here with something to prove. They're coming out and punch us in the mouth, and they did that. Their energy was great for the first half. I thought they were definitely winning the mental battle that first half, and it took some time, but I feel like we regrouped at halftime, got ourselves together, and really recovered and just played our game in the second half. I thought John Williman back there, he was great. Obviously playing in his first game of the year since his neck injury. I thought he was real good coming back, standing in the pocket, even though he's taken bad hits before. It's Brian Sullivan, obviously, like a speedster. I thought he was really good, just running him to the outside. And then on defense, I thought Jack Chamley was really good when back in coverage, and Caleb Smith coming off the edge, he's a terror. Yeah, well, obviously last year we struggled, so it's really good this year. Get out, get a confidence builder, and I think this team can do a lot, and I think this was a really good start.
We started out pretty well, but our second quarter was not so good because we were just mentally rattled, but we settled in the second half, and we scored fast, and our defense did really well. I thought our run blocking was really good. I thought Wade Rainey did really well, Sully, Jack Stone as a freshman did really well, and our line did pretty well. So it means a lot. We didn't do too well last year, but we got this first win, and we're on to the next week against Trinity, so hopefully we do well.
Lebanon improves to 1-0 while Newport falls to 0-1. The Tigers will next host their nearby rivals from Stevens on Saturday, while the Raiders next travel to take on Trinity in Manchester.
Family on 3, 1, 2, 3. Family!
Good work,